Hey everybody, so one of the things that I find most daunting in Cricut Design Space is searching for an image. So I'm going to start on the home page here. How you start a new project is just click on New Project, and that takes you to a blank canvas. If you ever want to get back here, you click on Canvas. As far as inserting in images, you're going to go to Image, and then this is where I always sort of get overwhelmed. There are, like it says, more than 100,000 images in their database. And there are, like if you search, let's search for heart, so I'll just show you. There are 9,000 results for heart. So it is very easy to get overwhelmed with the images. So my recommendation is to just browse, take the time to browse a little bit, but I'll show you how I prefer to search. So if I know that I want to search for a heart, I will put that word in. Or if I want like corgi, I'll type in corgi. Now this is much less, oh look at a cute little butthole. So these are all the corgi images that they have that are labeled as corgi. They might have more than this, but these are the ones that actually have corgi in their little keywords that Cricut uses to search. So I'm going to clear this out. You do that just by clicking the X and then go back to the main search page. You click on all images. This is sort of like your back button. How I prefer to search images is to go down to image sets. Once upon a time, you had physical cartridges that you would plug into the Cricut and cut it out via the machine. There was no internet base for this. And that's how I started on Cricut. So I tend to go back to this for a couple of reasons. I like seeing the images together. It gives me a good sense of the style of the image that it's going for. And it also gives me good ideas for other images. So if I like this particular lobster style, then I might be going for a Mardi Gras theme and have a bunch of other things that pop out at me. So I find this really easy to browse. However, it is a lot. So we can narrow it down. I usually do free because I have Cricut Access, and I try to stay away from paying for something if I can, just because I already pay for access. And this is what we get. So the little A here shows that these are all free with your Access membership, all of these images. And so now you can just scroll down. If you want to search for a specific word, you can do that too. Now I'm going to point out real quick this collection here. I really like these. I am a fan of doing something quick and simple but with big impact. These images are really good for this. I especially love the shark and I love the little T-Rex. I think this would be great for museum layout. And they have a bunch of just general, really good pictures. This mountain one would be great for like a hiking layout. You could cut it out at 11 inches wide or 11.5 inches wide and use that on the bottom of your page. So this is a great image set to keep in your collection. They do not have a favorite images way to save a favorite image right now. That is one of the biggest things that I think Cricut is missing, and hopefully they add that soon. But until then, I would just recommend you keep notes somewhere, even on like a list in your phone. You can use Notes, Google Notes, or I use OneNote for a list here. I keep a list of my favorite images. I have my Cuttlebug notes, which is the die cutting machine, favorite fonts, and favorite drawn images. And that way, if I want to go back to something, I can just take a quick look there. So that is how you navigate as far as the image sets go. I'm going to go back to the main page. They also have ways to search by theme, people and places, occasions, shapes, trending, and highlighted categories are featured, recently added, and free this week. There are always images that are free this week. So if you're not sure if you want to get access, but you're interested, then check this out. It's a good place to get an idea of how the machine works, how Cricut's going to work in general, and see if you want to stick with it. So that's good. And they change every week. So it's a good way to get some different images and get some creative juices flowing. Oh, there's another corgi. The other way to find images is if you like a specific image, Like this one is a moon and stars. Say I wanted something else along those lines. Click the little I for information down at the bottom right corner, and you can view the image set, and it will bring up the whole image set, and usually they're in a similar style. Now this one is a sampler, so they have a bunch of different styles for you, but most of the time they will bring up something similar. So that is an overview of how to search for Cricut images. It can be overwhelming, so just take your time, try to search for something that you would like. There are also ways to filter for limit, like the layers, if you want to filter just to a single layer image, which is what I prefer to do because they're easy, but you can do more than one. But to start with, you can do a single layer image, and that will bring you cutouts, usually cutouts. This one might be drawn, yep. And then for image complexity, you can do simple image, and that will be an easy cutout for your machine. And then you can do cut only to bring it down to just cardstock cutouts. This is a good set to start with if you're just getting started with Cricut to filter. So cut only on the operation type. Draw only is if you want to draw with a pen in the Cricut. Print then cut is where you print out a picture on your Cricut and then put it on the Cricut mat and then run it through the Cricut to cut out the image that you just printed. So if you're just starting, I would recommend cut only, simple image, and a single layer just to get a feel for what you're doing. And you can see these are all fairly simple. This one I'm surprised that it is a cut image, but it must just be cutting the outline there. It's still cute. So that's how to do it. If you have any questions or are having any trouble, drop a comment below so I can do that for the next video. Hopefully this helped, and I'll see you later. Take care.